Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fire and Binding Blade Hard Mode. So we rescued the king, Euthoria's taken back, Lycia's all good to go, but before that we've got one more legendary weapon to get. And so, joining me today we have Sapphire Atlas.
Hello!
We have VC Discord.
Nice to meet you all again.
And we have X-Ray 19.
Round 2, fight!
Round 2, indeed. So, yeah, now that, even though we've drove Burn off, they've still got a few occupants occupying the tower and protecting the tome. I believe it's a tome. I can't remember what the tome is. All I know is it's a light tome. So yeah, we've got to get through this. It's not a very big chapter, but this one can be I know a lot of people don't like this chapter, and it's mainly due to the fact there's quite a lot of siege tome, there's quite a lot of star spam, and yeah, aside from, again, when you take away that, the chapter's actually pretty easy. It's just the siege and star spam is relentless, and you also get these arrows of light raining down in a vertical pattern, and if they hit your units, I think they do 10 damage, but they also can hurt the enemies too, so you can use that to your advantage.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people don't like this chapter because of just all the random, just the constant barrage of stuff you can't really counteract. So for this chapter, I highly recommend either higher void units or those with really good staff utility, just so you've got restore on standby. You're gonna fucking need it.
I remember from your original LP, wasn't Roy getting bolting a lot on this?
Yes, he was. He was a bolting magnet. I can't remember if that's the same case this time, but yeah, when I first did this LP, which I'm sure all of you know, but yeah, Roy, pretty much every turn, it was just focus Roy and just hit him with bolting, and it was a pain in the ass and then some. So yeah, so this chapter, alright, so in order to unlock this chapter, you had to make sure Douglas didn't die in the last chapter, and bear in mind he remains an enemy throughout the entire thing, no matter who you bring. But so yeah, now that Douglas is here, he's got him on our side. Not going to use him, obviously, as a mainstay, but he's here. And also, this is the main time I take to train Zeiss, because yeah, we've got Zeiss in this pathway, and I'm obviously going to use him because again, that 19 strength upon at base on hard mode is just stupid.
Hey, can't resist it.
No, you really can't. Again, unless you're one of the people that.
I mean, you can't resist that strength.
Yeah, unless you really don't want another win for your team for some reason, also granted, not all of Zeiss's stats are fantastic, but, again, you have no reason not to use him on hard mode. Normal mode, I can see why, because he isn't that impressive. Hard mode, oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, I had this headcanon in my head that because of bolting, Roy developed PTSD from it. He's like, no, don't send me out there again.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, don't send me out there, Roy. You're the one who's forcing yourself to be deployed. It's not us. It's again, if I could choose not to deploy you, I would.
Let me go to talk to the intelligence system.
Yeah, let's go talk to IS about this. When has there ever been a Fire Emblem game where you don't have to deploy the Lord? I'm pretty sure that never happens.
Awakening Fates.
But that's only for when
grinding. Yeah, grinding and stuff like that. Everything all the story chapters you do. But again, obviously it makes sense. They are the main character after all. The only problem is there was not all, but a good chunk of Lords are either not the best units on the team or just plain bad. So Zeiss away with 19 strength deals 19 damage, as it should be. And again, because he's level 7, he gets a shit ton of EXP upon kills.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, also, if you have a longbow user, that can be really useful because you can get that one guy over there, so bear that in mind.
Sniped.
Yeah.
The reason I brought that up is because I still have this headcanon that Lilina and Roy, and when he has to drag Roy onto the field.
You've got dragging, kicking, and screaming. So yeah, Zeiss has gone berserk. I would be scared, but here's the thing about getting berserk. This is actually quite interesting. Even though your enemy, your units will attack you, they'll only attack you if there's no other enemies within their range. If there's an enemy within their range, they'll actively go after the enemy. So if you're surrounded by people, don't feel that I have to undo berserk. So yeah, here we go again. Here we go again.
Roy, come on.
No, not this time. Not again. Not again.
You got lucky, Roy. You got lucky.
Again, I find it so funny because Astor had the same problem where, literally, the bolting did 1 HP less than his threshold, and Royce's name is like, they might as well call these siege tomes. What do we call it? Eclipse tomes. It's absolutely ridiculous just how the bolting just so happens to do 1 point damage less than their full threshold. And I'm glad it does, because fucking hell.
Why does it feel funny when you get hit by silence? Like, everything just goes quiet.
Well, again, that's the idea, but again, it's quite eerie in that regard, because and just silence. But again, I think it adds a certain eeriness to the game. So yeah, and Zeiss has got strength already.
Already before it even started.
Yeah, 1 level and already got strength, cap strength. But yeah, aside from the rest of the enemies, the enemy variety here isn't too bad. Alright, so the main first wave is knights, then after that it's cavs, and then it mainly becomes bow users and magic users. So yeah, just plan accordingly, with the occasional mercenary. And you know what, if you want, in the early stages, Douglas can actually be a really good way to bait the cavs out, because again, he's got a silver axe and so on, so you can easily just deal with them. He won't double them, but he'll do a shit ton of damage.
The silver weapon.
Yeah, they are beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful.
Before Fates show up. Wait, what Fate?
Yeah, Fates was the one that had shitty silver weapons because they debuffed you massively.
Like, -2 strength and skill, I think?
Yeah, per use, I think it was. And yeah, so if you use them to tank enemies, it was just like, why?
Yeah, it would affect both your damage output and accuracy during that time.
Yeah, again, I wouldn't mind if it was a one-time debuff for that turn. Like, again, you use it, you get -2 afterwards for the turn. But no, it's like, let's just keep stockpiling it. Roy's just like, no, not again.
No!
Again, Roy has learned. He's learning. Roy's learning.
Well, you better keep it up, Roy.
Yeah. Luckily, we have Saul here on standby with his staff, so we can literally just, undo... And Clarine, they can undo any silence that takes place. Which is, that's another reason to bring many staff users, because there's only so many that can be silenced, or, there's only so many users that can get silenced or berserk, so if you've got plenty on standby, you never have to worry about, having them being stuck with it. Again, god damn, he's powerful.
Mamma mia.
Bless you.
Get out.
Again, Zeiss is like, get the fuck off my screen. But again, this guy pretty much doesn't... Again, I don't know what they did, but he's not missing Berserk at all. Also, yeah, another thing, this is where you're going to start to really notice, which the later, Sakeru has in spades. You're really, really going to notice the throne bonuses, because trying to hit this guy was a fucking pain. Also, another thing, after this chapter is where the root split comes in. So for this this bit, I'm just using Su and Sin just to get through it easier. What I do is I load up the same file. I make a separate state when I complete this chapter, load up the same file, and do the same thing again, but with Shana and Thea. And by doing so, we get the Ilia route. So I'm able to show off both routes. Yeah, because I want to show off both. Ilia is, in hindsight, Ilia is the much better route, because honest to God, I don't mind Sakeya in normal mode, but on hard mode, oh my god, Sakeya's too much. It's too much, I'm sorry.
It's like,
painful.
I can't seem to hit Roy with this bolting. I'm gonna aim for someone else.
Yeah, like, you know what? This isn't working. Let's try Lelina instead. I mean, to be fair, yeah. And this guy's just like, come on, Simon. And then it gets them again. Every time he uses silence, though, it's just like, again, it does damage. Again, every time he uses silence, it's like, yeah, that's cool, but we can literally just restore it like a second later.
It's funny.
Yeah, again, they try their best, but because I've got so many staff users, it's just... It's more of a nuisance than an actual big issue. Yeah, come on, Zeiss. Come on, Zeiss. Ah, there we go. Because again, steel lances are not... Steel weapons are just not very accurate in the GBA era. Ugh.
I mean, I guess it's due to how kind of heavy they are.
It is, but at the same time, the accuracy is just bad. Like, again, if you look at other games with steel weapons, while it's worse, it's not that bad. Like Awakening and like Tellius, the steel weapons aren't that bad in terms of accuracy, but here you really notice it.
I mean, the best you can get out of even, especially in face, just -3 speed.
Yeah. Yeah, -3 speed isn't too bad, especially if you've got the power for it. Like, again, Camilla joins with a steel axe, and even though she gets -3 speed, she's fast enough and strong enough for her not to care.
Yeah.
And then
That
again,
is Camilla.
yeah, it's Camilla. What did you expect?
Nothing much I can say about.
I am. Roy's being useful once again. It's like, outside of dodging bolting, he's actually being useful in this chapter. Again, well, I don't know, Roy, what has happened to you, Roy? Because you got a reputation for being just kind of useless after the Western Isles.
I bet Roy be like, you tell me.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I'm gonna redeem myself one way or another.
Yeah, again, this is the last time you're Let's Playing Binding Blade. God damn it, I'm gonna make myself useful.
Oh man.
Ow!
Yeah, well, again,
Air Caliber.
he can dodge bolting, but not the Air Caliber. Don't get greedy, Roy. Don't get greedy. Also, like, yeah, let's bolt in the unit that literally only takes 10 damage. Nice one, nice one. Sometimes the AI in this game can be really fucking... let's bolting this guy! You're only doing 4. Let's bolting anyway!
I'm a AI. I can do whatever I want. Woo!
Yeah.
That's all I was like, he's like, are you freaking serious?
And Roy's hand, no. Not again. Not again. Roy's not having any of that. Roy's just like, no.
No way.
Yeah. And Douglas there just with all that fucking bulk. It's beautiful. Yeah, Roy ain't having none of your shit. He's had enough boltings for one playthrough. He doesn't need 2.
It's too funny.
It is funny, especially if you followed the normal mode playthrough where he literally just like he was the bolting bitch. Again, he got the nickname bolting bitch.
The bolting bitch.
That's why I made that in the first place.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh no.
Okay. Chapter 16S. That's where chuckles will be had.
Whoa.
They also brought up their headcanon when it was Seville yeeting Cecilia.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, he practically does in every playthrough. I'm sorry, he crits her and it fucking hurts. I'm surprised she's even alive.
He didn't kill her. He killed her horse.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I killed you so hard I killed your horse. Ow.
Mate.
Ow, come on.
Yeah, thankfully, no one in Binding Blade has hardly anyone in Binding Blade has a good rest stat, so even with a lightning tome, I can just absolutely destroy them. So yeah,
Cavaliers and Paladins are known.
yeah. Douglas is what Sophia should have been, a unit who actually contributes to the map rather than being a hindrance, even if you don't want to use him.
Like, Douglas just took no damage there.
Oh, again, he does what knights are supposed to do: be in literal tank. Yeah, his speed is terrible and his res is terrible, but he hits hard and he can take hits for days.
I could do this all day.
Yeah, literally, he can. But we don't have to.
Until Amaze comes in, starts to sweat instantly.
Yeah, just sweats profusely. Granted, he also has a shit ton of HP, so that helps. But you know what? They miss bolting so much. The arrow's like, you know what? Fuck it. You guys deserve to die.
That's a punishment for missing the bolting landing.
Yeah, Roy's supposed to be the bolting bitch. Explain yourselves.
Yeah, back to my headcanon. He didn't really try to kill her. It's more like, she may be my enemy. Like, goddamn, does he look great in that Christmas outfit?
Oh, very true. It's like, I could kill her right now, but we need that Christmas soul. I'm gonna get one too. He does get one, though.
That's his younger version, I believe, right?
It is the younger version. Well, yeah, because, I'm sorry, Big Sophia would not have a Christmas soul. At least I think. It'd be hilarious because, again, he's huge, so, again, you could easily put him in the Santa Claus outfit.
Wow.
And we're not even Christmas season.
Oh yeah. This is a purge time users here, so again, that's the thing about purge users. If you get into them at within close range, they can't counterattack. So you can really use that to your advantage. So again, if you just storm up to them really quickly, they'll be like, oh shit, I'm kind of screwed. And even though it doesn't weigh them down as much, it still weighs them down quite a bit. So if they don't have the best constitution, they're gonna feel it, and they're gonna feel it hard.
Oh boy.
Sniper.
Yeah. Fuck you and your longbow. Oh,
That is reminding me how much I enjoyed the Bow Knight in Awakening.
oh yeah, well, Bone Knights are just great overall. Obviously, they're very more so. Again, their effectiveness varies per game. In 7, they're not that great, but in 6, they're excellent. Oh, and oh god, I love them in Free Houses because they have like +4 bow range. It's like, why don't you just literally become an Echoes Archer at this point?
Well,
And also on that note, I like their design.
Oh yeah, the design is pretty cool. Yeah, they're kind of like a more like not it's like a slightly slicker paladin. Slightly.
Yeah,
well,
Okay, wow, this guy's got a lot of HP.
I would say like it's a
Almost like we're in a hard mode.
Yeah, it's very true.
Awakening design Bow Knight is possibly my favorite, but this is starting to look like a close second.
Yeah, I like the Free Houses one because they look a bit more intimidating. Oh yeah, but also I was going to say at the very top two, the top left and the top right hand side, there are respawning units, so bear that in mind. And I don't know if they spawn with purge tomes. All I know is they are bishops. So again, bear that in mind. It's funny how we brought a Horse Slayer, but we don't have a single cav in this map. Yeah, the Bow Knights don't. That's the thing. Nomads in this game, they don't take super effective damage from Horse Slayers. It's a weird thing because every other game they do, but not this one.
I'm just checking the AI brain. They're okay. Nah, they're okay. Their brains are okay.
Yeah.
they're basically like very situational weapons.
Oh yeah, they're definitely. Of course, they're situational, but in Binding Blade hard mode especially, they it's actually because of the HP, using those weapons like hammers and halberds and so on, super useful. But also, there's a pain in the ass because even though nomads aren't effective, which is good for you, it makes Sakura a pain in the ass because there's no real way to like really have the one up on them unless you just get really lucky with a killer weapon.
I see.
You're on a horse! How is this not working?
Yeah, very true.
Calls what not working?
Horse Slayer and stuff like that.
Don't know.
So yeah, this boss took fucking ages to get down to the lowest HP. Just again, like even someone like Shin, his hit rate's rubbish, and I had to rely on getting criticals, but we got it in the end.
Ooh.
And that's why we had to pray for those RNG.
Yeah. Well, it's just the throne bonuses in this game are stupid. I swear in the Sakeiru, I can't remember which one, but one of the units gets like plus 90 avoid. It's like that's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. So yeah, just double check and stuff.
We're all good people. Army? Let me check.
Yeah, I was just double checking for supports. Yeah, we're good. We need support. All right, we're good. So yeah, so we got the tome, and now this one, this is a cap. Obviously, I go back in time and do Ilya. And as for like which one is canon, I can't remember which one it is. It depends more so on which team has the overall better stats by the end. And when I say team, I mean like not just one unit. It's got to be like the majority of them. Like say for example, if we ended the Ilya route and Milady and Lilina were better, but on the Sakea route, like say Ogia, Wendy, and Gonzalez were better, I'd have to decide like okay, which one is more beneficial, the one and stuff like that. I can't remember which it is, but we'll find out by the end.
Interesting.
In the meantime, I go talk to the IS about remaking this game.
Please? I mean, again, Fire Emblem Remake is pretty much all but confirmed to be next. It's just a case of which one. Because for the longest time, everyone thought, oh, Binding Blade easily, because the director showed interest in it. The director of Echo said, oh, I want to do Binding Blade next. And obviously, people know Roy because of Smash. But then Free Houses came out and everyone was like, whoa, this game is very similar to Geometry. Do you think Geometry is going to get the remake next?
Well, either way, it's giving, obviously.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's gonna keep you guessing. I think
Very
that's
true.
what they're doing.
It'd be weird if they remade they remade Shadow Dragon again, or it's like, let's remake Sacred Stones. What? That'd be the weirdest
I would
one.
love to see that.
I mean, I'd like to, but it like again, I just want again. I'm cool for Tellius remake too, but I think FE7, 5, and 6 need it the most, just because they're the only Fire Emblem games that haven't got some form of international release. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, thank you all very much for tuning in for this chapter. That's the end of 16X. Thank you all to my co-commentators for joining me.
No problem.
It's been a
Thanks for
pleasure.
having me.
Yes. Okay, so next time we meet, we're doing the Ilya route first, and we're doing just the first bit, which is like the ocean parting and stuff like that. And then after that, we're going to the Sakea route, and yeah, it's going to be back and forth until we get to chapter 21. Oh boy. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. We will see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.